Hey up and welcome to Callum's Corner. Right, unfortunately this is a warning. Something has happened to me over the past few days, past week, which has absolutely disgusted me. It shook me to my core. Right, okay, let me take you back in time about a week or so ago when it all began. I woke up one morning, right? As I went to get out of bed, the sunlight hit something. It shone back at me like a burning bush, a red warning flag or something, which is appropriate, to be honest with you. All right? It turns out it is a ginger pubic hair sitting there proudly on my white sheet. Straight away, I'm over to it like a shot, I'm examining it. The investigation starts, all right? On closer examination, it turns out it is not a lone pubic hair. My bed is riddled with them, all different types of pubes. I know what my pubes look like, and most of them were not mine. They were all these different colours and types, like some kind of puby little rainbow or something, in my bed where I'm sleeping. Obviously, I'm horrified by this. Thoughts are racing through my head. I'm thinking, it's my sister. It's my sister. She's pranking me, But even her, I'm thinking, massive, slutty little sket that she is. Has she got access to that many different kinds of pubes? Anyway, I keep quiet about it because I don't want to publicise this. If it is my sister pranking me, I want to investigate fully and then there will be retribution. That was my thought process at this point, all right? So that's been rumbling on for the past few days. Also, what started a week or so ago is I started to go to the gym. I'm not one of those people who goes to the gym in stupid little lycra, works out, gets all sweaty and then wears the sweaty stuff home. I'm civilised. I go in normal clothes. I'll go to the gym, I work out and stuff, have a shower, put normal clothes back on and then leave like a normal person, right? Anyway, I did this yesterday and as I was getting changed, I noticed a bloke opposite me had a really manky verruca, right? So today, I took down my flip-flops, wore them in the shower and stuff, right? Went back to dry myself off, got my clothes on and stuff, took my flip-flops off to put them in the bag, and they are covered in pubic hair. It suddenly becomes clear to me exactly what's happening. The floor is just infested with pubes. Men are shedding it willy-bloody-nilly. They're rubbing it off themselves. As if to illustrate the point, there's a bloke over from me who's doing that thing where you towel dry your testicles and anus by rubbing the towel in and out of it like some kind of cheese grater or something. I'm just literally, I can almost visualise the amount of pubes that are being dislodged and just sprinkled onto the floor. My feet were picking them up. I was coming home thinking I was clean after showering, going to bed and spreading pubes all in my bed. It is literally, I've got like visions at this point rocking through my brain, realisations. There's a bloke who goes to the gym who I quite like, right? I don't know his name, but we have a wry smile at each other. He's middle-aged like me, he's quite fat, he's bald, and he's got a really hirsute body, like ginger, wiry body hair coming out of him, right? I always liked him. I always gave him a nod. I'm suddenly thinking that ginger hair on my bed's probably bloody his. I feel betrayed, He's liberally been dousing my feet with bloody buttock fluff and stuff. And I'm taking that back into my bed. God knows. I toss and turn. Some of it could have ended up on my mouth or something. It makes me feel sick. I cannot let my mind go there. I feel like it's in there now. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. Men at the gym, sweaty. Oh, God, best case scenario, that is armpit hair. Even probably cock and ball hair is preferable to sweaty anal hair after someone's been working out. It's making me feel sick. This isn't a warning. I'm exposing a con now. It's more serious than a bloody warning. I'm actually exposing a con that's going on in broad bloody daylight. And it's a little man like you and me who's being affected. So it stops now, right? Because I've had a difficult day today. I've just gone to get myself a little treat to cheer myself up. And it's like a slap in the face, a kick in the bloody teeth. It's been made worse because I've been conned, right? Let me give you a little bit of background to this. I've had a difficult day today. I've been training all day. I hate training sessions with my work. You have to go to this hotel and there's loads of people who work for the company in the area who I don't know who come along. I hate them. Anyway, I got there. I'm one of the first people in. I walk in there. There's one guy there. So I go over to introduce myself to say hello. You got to be friendly, all right? I get over to him. I'm saying hello. Before I can even tell him my name, he just blurts out to me about how he's bought a cup of coffee for a homeless man on the way here this morning. Right? I'm thinking, this is weird. Why has he told me that? Is he that desperate for attention? What does he want? A pat on the back? So I tell him, well done, it's great. Buy a cup of coffee for a homeless person. Definitely support them. They're going through a hell of a lot. You wouldn't want to be living on the streets. But why he's boasting about it? Anyway, I try and move on and start introducing myself properly. Someone else walks in, mid-sentence, mind. He just drifts off over there and starts telling them about how he bought a cup of coffee for a bloody homeless person. believe it, the rude it was. And I watch him, and he's like a little boastful pinball as people walking, bing, 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 bouncing between people, jibber-jabbering on about his cup of coffee. Ridiculous, and I overheard him one time. He's embellishing the details on it now. It's now a large cup of coffee that he bought for a homeless person. Crock of bloody arse that is. I mean, you get the same coffee no matter how much you pay in each of the bloody cups. He's been conned, basically. He's an idiot, a boastful idiot. Anyway, luckily the learning starts about then, so he has to shut the hell up. Lunchtime rolls around. It starts a bloody again. He's going on about it a bloody again. Now, he's going on about how he tweeted about it earlier. He's literally boasting about it on Twitter and in person. And he's even going on about how you should talk about it when you've done stuff like this. You might encourage others to pay it forward. Jesus Christ, you bought a cup of coffee for them, for God's sake. And he's jibber-jabbering on about how he got 4 likes, how he's influenced positively 4 people. All that proves it's just 4 people on Twitter as stupid as him. Absolutely, I pick that up again because this is evidence that I need now, right? So, after that, right, I'm not in the best of mood, so I'm going home. But I've got a very big video idea in my mind, so I'm thinking about what I want to do to film. And I think, you know what, get yourself a treat on the way home. So get myself a packet of peanut M&Ms, right? Get home, stick my flowery shirt on, I'm feeling a little bit better, right? Sit down to think about the video, start planning it and tweet my M&Ms, pick them up, right? Feel it. There's barely any in here. Right? There's not even enough to bunch up at the bottom. It's like a single individual layer of peanut M&Ms. It's disgraceful, right? So you guys know me. Immediately I open it and I count them, right? We'll do this. We'll investigate. It starts here, right? 19 M&Ms. 19 M&Ms in a whole packet, right? When I was little, right, every Sunday we used to go swimming on the Isle of Wight over to Sandown. It was a big drive over from Cowes. My mum would buy a packet of M&Ms for me and my sister to share. I was in charge of counting them, right? My sister used to witness it. She had to witness it because of her bloody distrustful nature, dishonest nature, actually, right? Never was there less than 15 M&Ms each. Sometimes there was even more. You know, if there was an odd number, my mum would have to eat it, so there were no arguments, right? And now we're down to 19. We've gone from over 30 to less than bloody 20. Yes, it's been like 15, 20 bloody years since then, but still, that is a third of a packet gone. By the time I'm 50, what are we going to be having? A little handful, like 3 bloody peanut M&Ms. And you know, I'm saying this because I love them. You know, it's not just me criticising. You guys know. I said it in one of my first videos that I crush peanut M&Ms, you know. And that's not just me. That wasn't just me flexing how big and strong I am. Yeah, a little bit of that was, you know, I wanted to intimidate people. They were annoying me. But the reason I crushed them and not on other sweeties is because they're delicious. I then eat them because I enjoy them. But no more, you know, I'm calling an end to it now. I'm not going to be conned. Disgraceful. Right, I've got something sick and twisted to talk to you about today. This is a warning because there's a group of twisted, deviant, just dirty individuals out there doing dirty stuff and you all need to be aware of it. Right, the other day I'm sitting there and I'm reading the BBC News site, right, and I see this. Serial poopers. What makes people poo in public places? Public poopers. People are literally dropping their trousers, squatting down and crapping willy-bloody-nilly. This is disgraceful. You guys know how much I hate pooing in public, right? And I thought it was just dogs doing it. About a year ago, I had this whole campaign, you know, like a crusade to clean the bloody streets up from dog poo. I was fed up and treading in it. I was out there day and bloody night picking up poos, right? And now it turns out that I might have picked up human poos as well. Human poos. People are squatting down like they're animals. What the hell is going on in the world? So immediately, right, I'm straight onto this. You guys know me, you know, I'm investigating, right? So I'm searching for stuff. And I've come across a few videos, right? This is an example of it going on live. This is a woman in a coffee shop participating in public pooping. So here she is. She's arguing back and forth. Obviously, she wants to use the public bathroom in there. The guy behind the counter's like, no, I can't let you do that. You haven't bought anything. She's like, no, I want to poo. I really want to poo. And the guy's like, well, I'll lose my job. You can't poo. I'm sorry, you can't poo. She's like, well, I'm going to poo. And now she's taking down her trousers, right? She's squatting up against the wall. The guy's trying to stop her. But he says, oh my God, she's pooed. It's dropped out. How did it even happen that bloody quickly? And she's just picked up the poo and thrown it. Now she's wiping her ass and throwing the poopy little tissues at everyone. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. She's lost all humanity. Jesus Christ. I mean, I get angry But I have a rant, you have a rant, you tell people you're angry, you don't crap up against a counter in the middle of a bloody cafe. Lost all bloody humanity, more in common with an animal. I bet she's a bloody vegan. She won't eat animals, but she will poop like one in the middle of bloody public, right? I know, you're probably thinking at this point, Callum, this is just an isolated case. This woman is clearly mental, chicken oriental. She's some kind of crackhead or something who's just wandered in off the street, right? No, that is not what's happening here, right? It is not just crackheads who've lost control of their bowels. There are people in positions of responsibility, right? Watch this next clip.
Kenilworth schools say Dr. Thomas Tremaglini has been charged. The superintendent doesn't live far from Homedale High School. That's where police say somebody was relieving themselves on the track and football field.
Superintendent of an American school. That's like the equivalent of a headmaster. Can you imagine it? You get to school early one morning by accident, you go out to run a few laps or something, and you see your headmaster squatting down in the middle of the bloody running track, squeezing out a steaming Mr. Whippy or something. Oh, hey up, Mr. Thomas. Let's just never talk about this again. It's weird. There's kids there. This bloke's meant to be their headmaster, and he's pooping on the track, the running track every morning before school.
Staff and coaches complained it was happening almost on a daily basis, so they set up surveillance in the area on Tuesday morning and allegedly caught Dr. Tremaglini in the act.
Caught him in the act. Caught him squeezing out a poo. Disgusting, right? And again, you're probably thinking at this point, oh, look, he's a headmaster. He has to deal with loads of kids. Some of them are probably right little buggers, right? So you can understand him being angry. Maybe it's some kind of weird and twisted, dirty protest or something. It's not. There are other people doing this. It's like a fad or a fashion or something. Watch this.
It is the picture, strategically cropped, that has united an Akron neighborhood. A man pants down, defecating on the hood of a car that was parked in this Akron driveway.
On a car! Someone's bloody motor parked in their driveway. It's not like it's in the street and it's blocked his bloody pathway or something. He's gone out of his way to walk up onto their driveway, pull down his pants and poo on their bloody bonnet.
This image captured by a camera set up after it happened not once before, but
7. This is our 7th time here.
7 times 7! How do you explain 7 times? He's planning it. He's thinking about it, he's doing it on purpose. You know, once, maybe you could excuse it, right? He'd had a few too many beers or something and thought it was funny or something, or he'd been caught short. I mean, it happened to me. I was doing a vegan challenge on this channel, right? About a year ago, I went vegan for 2 weeks and it played havoc with my stomach, right? I went jogging one day and started getting these stomach cramps. I was caught short. There was no bathroom near me. It was horrible. I had to crawl in to the middle of a tree and be covered, right? And I had to do my business like a dirty little dog and then bury it in a hole like an animal, right? I felt revolting afterwards. But you know what? I never went vegan again, and I never went jogging again when I had a bad bloody tummy. I learned from my mistake 7 times. That is not a mistake.
Same car, same place.
the car belongs to Linda's daughter. Her husband set up the camera and handed the image over to Akron police, who found that this has happened to 19 other people in this Akron neighborhood since
19 separate individuals have been targeted in this campaign of bloody crappery. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a campaign of terror going on in this poor bloody town. And can you imagine a worse way to start the day? You know, everyone hates getting up bloody early for work or college or whatever it is you do. You stumble out, it's dark, it's cold and stuff, and you walk straight in to a human poo sitting there on your bloody car that you've now got to clear up before you can even leave for work. Disgusting, it's disgraceful. Whoever is doing this, whatever dirty, twisted little spasmoid is doing this, you need to take a look at yourself in the mirror because you are sick and twisted. You're a pervert.